While I understand that you're looking to improve emotional and social intelligence through chess,
Yes.
you haven't told us how you're doing that.
Happy you asked that. Thank you so much. Uh-oh, what happened to that?
Okay, you can just tell us.
Oh, okay. So the lessons in our book, we're teaching things. Here's the table of contents for the book and the video lessons. So the chess is just the tool to deliver the really core content of what we want to deliver, which are the social emotional aptitudeness. We're teaching students how to form positive internal dialogue, teaching them to recognize their emotions, recognize their thoughts when they start having self-defeating dialogue, and training them on how to replace that with internal positive mantras, with setting positive intentions, really structured curriculum that's giving students almost a checklist of when you catch yourself do this, start doing this, and teaching them that it's trainable. It's very common for all of us to have great ideas, but then to let the negativeness of our world tell us that we can't achieve something. And if we practice that negative internal dialogue, that becomes habit. That becomes what we tell ourselves for in any situation. So what we're doing is teaching these 9-year-olds, these 10-year-olds, how to recognize that they're starting to do that, what the sources are that are causing them to do that, and then positive ways to get against it. And we're using chess as the tool to draw some really cool comparisons about making wise choices in life and making wise choices in the game of chess. Great question, thank you.
What's your target age group now? And I guess depending on that answer to that question, I also thought about, is this something that's applicable maybe into the business world?
Absolutely, absolutely. So many adults are buying self-help books, right? This is a program that's hoping to create students and children that become adults that don't feel that they need self-help books, that they have the skills to live a happy, well-being life. So as far as your target age range, we've been focusing on mostly upper elementary. Every district is so excited about this program because there's multiple elementary schools in every district that often funnel into one communal middle school, and there's such a huge stress level amongst these students about going to that big middle school where there's so many more kids. So what we're doing is creating a common theme that these students from every elementary school can then use to take to that middle school, and then forming things at the middle school level, the addition of our second and third curriculum that'll be a little bit more advanced, to where they can start establishing a really safe zone for these students to go and bond over. But absolutely, I'd love to see this worked with a group of adults and get their feedback about how it's helped their life, because there's no reason that it's only for children. But I recommend students 9 and above just based off of the way that it's written, the reading comprehension level.
What differentiates you from your competition?
Sure, I got a lot of competition. Lego is doing some really great things. Scholastic, the mecca, of any education. Chess Kid, who's an off-branch of chess.com. Scholastic, they have some chess programs. They are starting to get into the emotional intelligence. They don't have one that combines the two. Chess Kid, the best online platform you could get for students to learn and play chess. They don't have anything with the social emotional intelligence, and they don't promote actually social playing. It's all web-based, headphones on, all interface through online. And then our other competition, Pinterest, a lot of what after-school leaders are doing is they're taking their funds and they're finding individual projects that they run for 1 or 2 days with their groups, because their districts aren't purchasing actually structured curriculum for them. So what I'm doing is reaching out to them and saying, I've got a solution that's going to make that after-school leader's job so much better. Sure. Sure.
You talked about $12 cost or
Yeah.
is that
Sure.
is that cost or is that revenue?
That's the $12 is the cost of goods.
Your cost. What do you sell it for?
I sell it on average for about $40 per unit, and that includes all those things. The great thing is the schools are purchasing, and they're really buying in because they're purchasing the chess supplies, which stay within the school, and they're going to have those for the next 100 years. It's going to last for a long, long time, but they're repurchasing the student workbooks, so that's the generated revenue. But now that all these districts have reached over 800 students, 38 schools, they bought that many chess sets, so they have a lot of interest in continuing to build this program for years and years to come.
Thank you.
I just got the notice to stop. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It means everything to me.